Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we're going to take a look at the Xcn chart as always, see where we're currently trading on the daily time frame. We'll also take a look at what's affecting the market now. So this is an article that has been published today, the 29th of April. So 10 key numbers that sum up Trump's first 100 days. Now this is why the market is in a little bit of a negative equity at this moment in time, is because Donald Trump didn't specifically mention anything related to crypto. However, you can see exactly how many executive orders he's actually signed in the first 100 days here. So you've got Trump here, and you can see in the red, he's signed 142 executive orders in comparison to Biden's first 100 days in administration. He only signed 42. You can see here, going back to the sort of Second World War here, Roosevelt, he's actually signed 99 executive orders in his first 100 days. So, you know what? He's making a lot of changes. You can see here, bill signed into law 5. Biden orders reverse. So, in fact, Donald Trump is basically rubbering out and erasing whatever Biden's been ordering as an executive order. So he's basically overturning everything that's been imposed over the sort of last sort of four years whilst Biden did take office. Okay, now as a result, this is probably the biggest news as well. So Monero price spikes 50% after suspected 330 million Bitcoin theft. So there's an article on here. So this guy is basically an on-chain expert. We don't need to go into X. 9 hours ago, suspicious transfer was made from a potential victim for 3,520 Bitcoin, worth 330.7 million. There's a theft address shortly after the funds began to be laundered via 6+ instant exchanges and was swapped for Monero. So people who don't know what Monero is, it's a privacy coin and it's used quite frequently on the dark web as well. Obviously, we're not going to get into the dark web right now. Silk Route with Ross Ulbricht as well. He was released from prison recently, actually, by once Donald Trump got into office. So, you know, some shady stuff is still going on, but this is the sort of narratives they run with when they want to basically create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is how they create FUD. They start mentioning theft and victims and all that sort of victim mentality sort of language. They use all that to put fear into people and retail investors. Now, for me, I'm not fearful whatsoever because XCN holders know what day it is, they know what time it is, and right about now, we are about to collect some decent cheddar, but it's only a few days away now until we roll into the month of May. Now, usually the saying goes sell in May and then come back in sort of September, October time. I don't think this is going to be the case, guys. I think May is going to be a successful month and the sort of months following as well. This is a cycle like no other because in the previous two cycles, altcoins have got going massively from January, and if anything, all we've done in January, February, March, April, we've literally just run into suppression. Yeah, they kind of topped out in January. Yeah, they should be getting going in January. Okay, so this is where we are now, guys. We got the falling wedge, so this was a prolonged falling wedge. And you know what? We should have guessed it. Institutions want retail money, and this is exactly where smart money comes into the market, to the 200-day moving average. So going forward, guys, we need to be paying attention to the 200-day moving average, okay? Especially if we start pulling away massively when we start printing some more bull patterns, because that would signal that it's obviously oversold. We need to take profits, and we don't want to be left holding the bag, okay? So this is where we are now. We're kind of printing, in my view, still a bull pennant on top of a falling wedge. So this is all bullish structure here. Like I say, this 200-day moving average, we bounced off there. We ripped to the upside there. So we got a decent move. So let's just measure up there. We got a 250% move. And then since then, we've obviously retraced and consolidated. Now, again, economic data suggests predominantly trends in these markets tend to occur at Fed meetings. So usually you do get a lot of volatility at the end of the markets because some people, well, probably most people trading crypto, forex, commodities, indices, whatever it be, people are withdrawing profits and they're also withdrawing as well to take the bills because, you know, you're better off investing your money rather than just sat there in your bank account. at a sort of, suffering from inflation. Okay, like your money just eroding away in your bank account. Now, what I've got going here is, again, we marked this out yesterday, so I've got around the sort of 7th of May, so there or thereabouts. I do expect the breakout to happen with Xcn, and we did give the worst case scenario. The technical analysis is still marked in there for you guys. So we got this sort of wick here where we ran up to 250%. We get another wick, and we're coming down to this sort of bottom sort of trend line now. So I'd imagine Xcn maybe over the next day or two may start reversing. So we could be looking at something like this where we come down, maybe test this. We may even have a fake out, guys. Yeah, fake outs are not out of the question. And then we'll probably get a pop to the upside, come back down. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is the bull pennant going to fail? 35% probability it will, 65% chance that it will succeed. And obviously, I do believe we are going to set off again for the next leg up. Like I say, guys, I have got the sort of Elliott wave 5 count in play at this sort of point. So we've got the sort of 1, 2, and then the third wave. So all this here, all this market structure here, this bull flag, this is all part of a bigger sort of wave 3, as you can see. So again, just for illustration purposes. So my sort of theory on Onyx Coin's next move has not changed one iota. Yeah, we're still there or thereabouts. It's just the fact that we've got to be patient. This is the only skill that we need in the markets, and it's very difficult. Like I say, most of us have got bills to pay, so if you're all in like myself, it's a little bit tricky, yeah, because who wants money in the bank? It doesn't do anything anyway, yeah. It might look pretty, but it's not doing anything. As successful entrepreneurs and business owners, they're always utilizing any dry powder, yeah, to compound interest or to invest in appreciating assets. And that's just how it goes. Sometimes, yes, you do have to step away from the markets if we're looking negative, okay? But for me, it's despite the watch list being down as well, these are some volatile cryptos now. Do you know what I'm saying? But the more volatile, the sort of larger the drawdown, for example, like Trump and Casper and that, there's going to be more room to sort of scale, because in order to go higher, you do have to actually retrace. But for me, Xcn has done the majority of this retrace in this sort of time period here. Like I say, we've got the bounce 200-day moving average, create the bull pennant. Let's start going. Let's start printing this wave 3 now. So hopefully it's prior to the 7th of May we get the breakout, but I can't see a breakout up until May. So until we roll into the new month, we'll probably be looking at least a sort of first, second here. Yeah, Friday. It's really, if anything, Friday's usually a fake out. I usually dub Fridays fake out Fridays, because you get a sort of run up and then you get a sell off into Saturday, Sunday. Sundays are always red, so that's probably the best time to enter the market. So what I'm saying, guys, it could be pinballing around now till sort of Sunday. I would say all this week. I don't think like we're going to see much going on, especially with the anticipation of that sort of Fed meeting. So let's just have a look at the sort of micro. So this, we're just scaling in here. This is just on the daily. So, and I know people are impatient. A lot of retail traders want to know what's happening from day to day. But for me, I've got a bigger mindset. I'm looking week to week. Some people may complain, oh, we're down 10, 15%. It's a bad call, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I'm not looking at tomorrow or, end of the week. I'm in this for the long term, guys, because I'm going to ride a lot of these coins to the end of this cycle that I believe will happen and take place in Q4 of this year. We've got all the Discord members in there as well on the way to generational wealth in this current cycle. So there we have it, guys. Like I say, we'll measure out now just quickly. So, for example, if we was to come down there, even if it's just like a fake, you could see a fake out, 10% fake out, no biggie. We just ride it. Yeah, or we could see another sort of test of that upper trend line there, which is approximately 20% away. So you guys can take profits as it pinballs around, but for me personally, I'm not trading Xcn at this moment in time. Like I said, I've got 80% of Xcn staked anyway, so I'm already earning passive income, 32% APR. So I'd suggest doing that if you are in it for the long term. Again, I've got 20% of my bag just trading crypto in general, not necessarily just Xcn, but I'll have a dabble in things like Trump coin, Melcoin. Got other sorts of cryptos going on anyway, which you guys don't need to know. But Like I say, it's all looking positive now, guys. It's just a waiting game, okay? So go and enjoy the sunshine. Make yourself busy. Don't get too hung up on the charts because you'll be probably making the wrong decisions. You know, selling high and selling low, buying back higher, etc., etc. So just don't do anything is probably the best advice. And this is probably the hardest thing to do in markets a lot of the time is just to sit on your hands. So that would be my non-financial advice: is literally sit on your hands, go outside, enjoy the sunshine. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Make sure to share, like, subscribe, comment. Xcn for the win if you are pretty much all in on Xcn. Until next time, I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, Block Bull is over and out.